from schools to businesses to public restrooms, the transgender right controversies have overtaken the United States, and the law is struggling to keep up. Gina Passarella has this.
Whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we...
America's Got Talent star Jackie Evancho has been wowing audiences since she stepped on the national stage at age 10. Singing at President Trump's inauguration is the high point in her young career. But not without irony. One of Trump's first acts as president rolled back protections for transgender students. Coincidentally, as Jackie had been preparing to perform at the inauguration, her 18-year-old transgender sister, Juliet, had been preparing for the biggest event of her life, undergoing sex reassignment surgery.
I'm a girl. I was born a girl. I was just born with the wrong plumbing. Sorry.
I guess I just want to enlighten him on what my sister, I've seen her go through every single day.
Months earlier, Juliet and 2 other trans students sued their Pennsylvania high school.
Well, the EVANCHO case is about a transgender student who was using the bathrooms corresponding to their gender identity until some parents spoke out.
Things were trucking along for years without incident, and then the school board caught word of what was happening, had a decision that transgender students were required to use bathrooms based on their anatomical sex rather than their gender identity.
But the federal district court stepped in and granted Evancho injunctive relief, meaning Juliet could continue using the women's restroom.
I'm very fortunate and honored to be able to represent these transgender kids. And I think it's also a recognition that this isn't about politics. This is about not only what is required by the law, but what is right. We should be treating our kids as who they are, we should be respecting them, and we should be giving them all of the educational opportunities that they deserve.
But there are no guarantees this decision will stick.
I was assured that I would be respected at the school. I would be called exclusively Gavin and exclusively by male pronouns.
Gavin Grim had his Supreme Court case kicked back to the Fourth Circuit, who denied his injunctive relief. The same thing could happen to Evancho, especially with Neil Gorsuch's ascension to the High Court. Because the tale of transgender in American schools is the tale of 2 administrations. With new policies on the books, courts are likely to react differently. And plaintiffs relatively new to the arena are filing equal protection lawsuits of their own.
But what's missing right now in the conversation are the thousands of students, boys and girls across the country, who understandably feel uncomfortable when their school is forcing them to shower or to undress with a member of the opposite sex. Every person, every student has a right to privacy.
So we not only have conflicting decisions within the context of a particular law, we have different laws being used with conflicting results. We need clarity.
The word on transgender-related law is wait and see. With new executive orders and private lawsuits, things only stand to get hazier before they get clearer, leaving courts, workplaces, and schools left to figure it out on their own. For the American Law Journal, I'm Gina Passarella.